Alright, through this tutorial I'm going to show you how to set up the back end of your app. Once you've signed up and created an account, we'll actually approve your account. Once we've approved your account, you'll have to go back in and add some information in for us before we actually really open up the functionality of your application. The first thing you'll do is create your team logo. All you do is click on Add Image. You can actually drag and drop a file from your desktop or a folder. I'm just going to browse, click on mine, click Open. Once I do, I click the check mark, and it automatically shows up in my logo. The next portion you'll change is your school color. This is the one color that your application is going to look like, so this is what people that follow your team are going to see as far as color scheme. So you just click on that. You see there's a sliding scale here for different colors. Pull it out to make it look like you want, and that's the color that will actually show up on your application. The next portion is your team URL. Put that in there if you have one. The next portion is just the coach and contact information. This doesn't show up anywhere on the application. It's just for our benefit for future years or for contact information. The next portion is your team name. Some people like to just put the school and the sport. Some people like to actually put their mascot or just the school and the mascot. You can put what you want there. The next portion is the sport that you'll actually choose. Some schools are going to have multiple sports doing this discount program, so choose the sport. If you choose Georgia, we actually have a predefined list of schools. So if you choose Georgia, type in your school name, it'll come up there. The next portion is when you want to start the discount program. This is just a preliminary to kind of get us an idea of when you'd like to start your discount program. So don't think by any means that's a finalized date. The next portion talks about your arena location. The reason we put this here is because at Loganville our baseball field is actually over at our middle school campus, and our football field is actually behind our school, not on our campus either. So this is actually our football field address because we changed it. Your address will automatically populate here if you chose the Georgia school, but for some reason, if your field is not where your school is, then you just click Add and Change Location. Google Maps will come up. So for instance, I'll go back in and add Trident Trail. That's where our main school is. Press Enter, and then you'll see it on the map. All we do is we come here, we place the hand where we want the location to be, and we actually just right click, and it'll actually put the exact GPS location. When I click X here, you'll see it put the exact GPS location of where your field or whatever is, wherever you're playing. That's important in the application because that's part of the functionality of the app is to have GPS locations. Another portion is the visibility. This will be automatically set to invisible at first because you're not going to have any type of schedule, roster, or news or anything in here. So it'll be set to invisible. Once you start populating your team with these different types of information, then you just turn that to visible, and you have your app is showing up on our application. Once you do that, you're going to click on Update Team. Once you update the team, that will send us an email saying you're ready to go. Once we approve that, it'll actually open up the main functionalities of the application, which are the news, schedule, roster, and discount. Now, on the news, all you have to do is click on Add Article. Once you add article, you put in your title here, you put in your text, Loganville wins big game, whatever you want to put. Another interesting feature is the video link. You can actually copy and paste a YouTube video in here for people to see, and then you can also add an image to your article. Once you do that and click Save, that article is actually going to show up in your application. This is a great tool to keep parents updated, to keep kids updated on workouts or practice changes or cancellations. People can go straight into the app and just kind of read that stuff day to day, or however much you want to update it. So that's a great communication tool. The next portion is the schedule. What you'll do on the schedule is you'll pick a day. Say we're playing March 15th. Once you click it, it'll say create. Once it says create, you'll see these fields pop down here below. What you'll do is you'll choose a season. Now, mine already has 2013 because I've created 2013 as a season. If you don't see that here, then you'll want to create a new season. You'll click here, and what it'll do is it'll pop in there. Because some people, baseball teams especially, have summer leagues, fall leagues, different types of leagues, so you can actually create the season there. So I'm just going to choose 2013 in mine. Opponent state is Georgia for the time being. If you do have another state, you can choose another state. Another team, so we're playing Albany High School. And what it does when I pull that school in, since we have all the Georgia schools information in, it'll actually pull their GPS location in. Right now, for opponent team, even if you did find your team, you need to go back and add it in here. So I would, put Albany. I can either put high school, or I can put Albany baseball or football, or I could put Albany, whatever their mascot is. I don't know what theirs is, but I just added the Tigers. Squad. Now this is the same thing. If you don't have a squad, you're going to have to create those. So you click here to create those, and you'll see it actually brings you back up here to the roster, which we'll get to in a minute. So you just type in whatever yours is. You can see I've kind of set up 9th grade coaching staff, junior varsity managers, and varsity. So I don't have to do that right now, but you would just type it in and then click save. And then what that'll do is it'll show that to you right here where you just selected that. So I would choose squad. Say I'm going to say varsity here. Game location. What this will do is, if it's at home, it'll pull my GPS location. If it's away, it'll pull that school's GPS location. So I just clicked away. We have time, PM, and then details. And what details is for, for football, we use it for alumni night, youth night, different types of, things like that. Baseball might use it for what color jerseys to wear. Maybe they're playing in a different location. You can just indicate that here. Some people like to put region game or whatnot. So you would add that. You see it already pulled my longitude, latitude of the actual school. If I did need to change that, once again, I just click Add Change Location. Once I click Save, it will create a date on my calendar, and now that will actually be live in my application. All right, so that's as easy as creating a game. Creating your rosters. You should have already created the squads if you created the games up here. If you enter the roster in first, then you can just create the squads first, and that'll save you a step up here as well. But all you do is to add a player, you just click in Add Player. You'll put in whatever their number is. Now position. We have predefined positions for most sports. If you don't see one, or say for instance I added this one, DB, RB, if you want a different position that's not there, you just click Create New Position, and once you do, I believe it's up here. Yep. Say we have somebody that plays running back and quarterback. Okay, you can create a position right there, and then once you create that position and click Save, that position always shows up under that selection tool. So I'll just select a position here. Squad. It's going to be varsity. Season 2013, and then you can actually add the images of your players. That's as easy as that step is. For football, obviously you have to do it a lot of times. For baseball, not as many, but your schedule is a little bit longer than baseball. You can also update multiple players. Say, for instance, I put these players in, and next year. They were JV last year, but this year, this is going to be 2014, so I'm going to change it to 2014, and squad, I'm going to change it to, varsity now instead of junior varsity. So you can update multiple players. And the last part, and one of the obviously most important parts is the discounts. When you want to add a discount, obviously click Add Discount. You'll type in a business name. We'll just add Johnny's Pizza because they're a business we have here locally. You'll select a category, and this is very important because your discount page is going to be filtered by categories. You're going to choose their logo. Same thing as choosing logos for the other ones. So I'm just going to choose a logo there. A check sign. This is very important. The business phone, because this will actually show up in the application for people to be able to contact the business. This information, the contact name and the contact phone, will not show up in the application. That is just actually used for you for next year, because if you go get the discounts, or if we go get the discounts, you'll have the actual person that you need to contact. So it'll just make it easier for next year. The last part is the discount text. So say for instance it's 10% off all pizza. Terms of service though, Loganville store only. Okay. And then once again you can add or change the location. You can type the address and it'll pull the GPS in here. I'm just going to add alright, so you see it pulled in pretty much their address right there. I right clicked right where I know it's at, closed it, and there you go, 4132 Atlanta Highway. That's where their location is. Now the last part is the expiration date. Whenever y'all's will expire, you just click on the expiration date and click Save. Once you do that, you'll see here they won't be live because all the discounts we're going to need to approve. So it'll say pending approval, and then you can also, before if we do approve it and later on they say, hey, we want to add something different, you can actually go in here and actually edit it, you can actually go in there and edit it and save it once again. So that makes a little that's a good benefit, to be able to go back and add and update your discount. So once we approve it on our side though, it is live on your application and people can actually use that discount immediately after we've approved it. That's been the tutorial for Home Team Discount. Once again, if you need any assistance with this, my email is nick@hometeamdiscount.com. But hopefully you found this to be pretty resourceful, and we look forward to doing business with you guys. Thank you.